All right, how's it going, everybody? Anthony Alfredo here. I am in a test session at Richmond Raceway with the NASCAR Xfinity Series car, replicating the time trials that are scheduled for 24 hours on this coming Saturday for the Esports Racing League, my esports league that I just announced today. And I'm really looking forward to everyone attempting to qualify their way in and seeing where it stacks up. But in order to qualify your way in, there will actually be an iRacing hosted time trial session on Saturday. It'll be called the Esports Racing League Time Attack. Now, the Time Attack is an Xfinity car at Richmond Raceway, fixed setup, and I'll tell you the conditions so that if you want to get a day of practice in beforehand, you can. The temperature is 70 degrees. It's 55% track usage. It's afternoon. Weather is clear. Wind is blowing north at 2 miles per hour. So that is what you'll need to know to get into the test session and be prepared and be able to take some notes and make some laps and obviously get yourself ready. I believe in time trials you can make as many runs as you want, so you may not have to practice if you're just going to spend a bunch of time Saturday qualifying. But don't forget, 64 drivers are chosen. So if we have 120 people take time in the time attack, only 64 are chosen, and they're divided up into two groups of 32, which will be two different series, the Premier Series and the Sportsman Series. And the Premier Series will run Cup cars on Wednesday nights, and the Sportsman Series will run Xfinity cars on Monday nights. So if you're in the top 32 of the 64, you'll run in the Premier Series. If you're in the bottom 32, you'll run in the Sportsman Series. So Cup cars are Xfinity cars, and there's 2 seasons a year, spring and fall. So you'll be running in the spring following the Daytona 500. The Monday after will be the Sportsman race, and the Wednesday after will be the Cup race. Following that, you'll progress throughout 12 weeks back-to-back racing. And after that, a champion will be crowned in both series, so 2 champions. And there'll be a new time attack session for the fall season. So this provides an opportunity for 2 different champions in 1 year for each series. So technically you have 4 different champions, or the opportunity for 4 different champions in 1 year. So it'll be really exciting. I know some of the Pro Series drivers are going to be competing. A lot of my friends from iRacing are, and a bunch of fans are as well. So it's going to be really competitive. It's going to be fun. And don't forget, it's all fixed setup. So that means it's going to be really competitive because everyone's got the same car, and it's going to be strictly driver-based. So we're going to hop in this session. I'm going to take you for a few laps around Richmond Raceway and kind of maybe give you some tips to help you get prepared. A lot of people are better than I am at iRacing, so I'm probably not the best person to give advice. I'll have 1 lap. I probably won't be talking because I'll try to lay down a really fast one, but we'll just kind of go through the loop to get started. All right, so we're in a session here at Richmond Raceway, and we're going to go ahead, hop in, make some laps. So don't forget, the Xfinity cars are high horsepower and low downforce, so they're a blast to drive. Little bit edgy. Extremely loose at this track in particular on the brakes. So what I've been doing is see how like it just steps out like that? But you can take advantage of that because it wants to corner really well. So if you try not to use the brake or use the brake as little as possible, you'll carry way more roll speed and be faster. So that means back your corner up so that you don't have to use the brake as much, and then feed the throttle on exit. See how I got loose there coming out of the banking? Kind of have to regroup here and make a new lap. Here we go, put one down. Back the corner way up, easy on the brake pedal. Just pump it a little bit, you can get off of it and let it roll. And then once you're straight, you can commit to the throttle. It'll get really loose right there when it runs out of the banking. It's almost, I don't know if this thing just has a lot of yaw in it or if it's actually loose and it's just sliding. It's hard to feel on iRacing, but the more you brake, the more it steps out. Oh, that was a good entry. Back this corner way up. That was more than I ever have. Let's see if it helps. Oh yeah, see how good that was on the exit? Matched my best lap time. Let's try again here. Actually, I might have run 1/1000th faster or something. Okay, so we'll go again. Come off pit road here. Make sure your run to the line is really good. Smooth shifts straight off pit road. Roll the top here. Build up some speed. Get a big run. Make the straightaway really long. You can almost get off. Actually, as I drive this, I feel it's not necessarily loose as much as it rotates really good, which means you can use a lot less brake than you think you have to and roll through the corner very fast. Let's regroup and run another one. I'm going to try using way less brake and see what happens. Faster. See, I drove in really deep. I made it work though. Had to wait on the throttle though. That's not good. I probably could have tried to finish that one out, but alright, so one thing I want to address about Richmond Raceway is that turn 1 is extremely inviting to drive in deep just because you're in this consistent arc and it feels really good and you could drive in there really deep. And I've done a lot of modified racing here in iRacing, and those things you can drive it off in there super hard and get back to the gas really hard. So in these cars, you're just going to, from the way this setup feels to me, you have to back it up. Use as less brake as possible, obviously, to roll faster. That's just kind of a, you know, typical thing you hear, but just keep your roll speed up by being off the brake pedal as long as the car can handle it. And this definitely can because it's so free. However, the main reason to back it up is just to help your exit here. And like I said, it's inviting to drive in deep, but then you're going to not only have to over slow it, and it'll hurt your roll speed and your exit speed, but it's so loose on the brakes that if you drive in deep and have to use a lot of brakes, you'll probably wreck. See how it steps out like that? And you can kind of almost take advantage of that. You can get on the brake and make it turn if you have to. Let's see what that does. Get in deep, make it turn. That was too much. That's definitely too much. I'm going to go back to driving conservatively. See if we can put down a new best lap. A reset every once in a while. Actually, in the time trial, you can't, because it's like qualifying. You only get 2 laps at a time, I think. Oh yeah, flyer right here. There we go. It's getting super hot. I'm working hard to put down these laps. Here we go, baby. Yes! No! I thought I was gonna be in the 90s, but it was only 2 100ths. Oh man, so that was a 22:07. Ah, I made 33 laps. Come on. Yes! Yes! Haha! Broke a 22.0, baby. 21.96. That's all I got. Alright. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop there. I'm not trying anymore. I don't think I could beat that. That was tough. But if you think you could beat that, send me a video. I want you guys to tweet it at me. Video your lap if you beat this. Send me a recording. But it's got to be on Saturday. It's got to be for the time trials, unless you have these settings exactly right. And it's got to be your first or second lap, because that's all you get in time trials. So good luck in time trials, everyone who's going to be competing. I'm looking forward to seeing the results and seeing the listed names that are competing. It's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for the support, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.